mixin', fixin' for another big game. It's a coach. You're immersed in the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see running back Joe Mixon coming off a 100-yard performance a week ago, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Green Bay Packers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we interplay here. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Got it. 55 to Mike. General West. 55 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, Hamilton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. Clancy. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and
number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Hamilton got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On 1st down, Clancy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Clancy. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Off play action, Hamilton. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Hamilton. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Back to throw. Hamilton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Looking to throw. Hamilton. That'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. Big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards on the ground.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. Now Jones. That's complete to Whitaker. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On second down now, Clancy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 41.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. On 1st down, Hamilton got his man complete over the middle. That's Gregory. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Check. 951. Here we go, D. Here I come.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Jones now. Off play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jones operating from the gun, and he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
65.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a 2nd one, that's on you. And if there's a 3rd one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
Check right. Come. Spike.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
They'll run on first down. Clancy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Hamilton. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. His first catch good for 8 and a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And a loose football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time.
Recovered by Green Bay.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, Clancy. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Looking to throw on second down. Hamilton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go, fellas.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the counter. Clancy. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Carl Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
A 38-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. So a very tight, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
We got to get this stop here, D. Hey,
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Hamilton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hamilton looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Throwing on 1st down. Hamilton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check back.
To throw on second down, Hamilton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, I wonder if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
Come on, fellas.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Whitaker. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 39, Jones. Open man there is Malone. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
He's checking. Leo.
On third down, Mixon.
Go.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Not today.
Here's Jones off the play fake. And this is caught at the 8. A good pickup there at 22. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Justin Watson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hamilton, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
I'm ready. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, here we go. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Hamilton throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll run on 1st down. Jamison, and he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach.
Touchdown, Packers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers have retaken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
From the gun, Jones. And Watson has it right side. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Let's go.
First down, Bengals.
Jones now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. This one hauled in by Sample. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Army. Go. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. Watch switch.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
Nice pick.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Ready up. 4 is the mic. 94 is the mic. Sam on. Woo! 25. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare.
On 1st down, Long. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Joe Mixon. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So the Packers down on the scoreboard. A little under 1:50 remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Back to throw.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, make sure what's going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, Hamilton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jerry Tillery. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bengals, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.